we could do a reading vlog because those are like my favourite to watch ever. And I'm obsessed with all the girlies, book girlies and their reading vlogs. And it's a Friday night and I didn't really have any plans for the weekend except for getting back on track with uni work, because I go back in under 2 weeks and I've not done a thing and it's really, really bad. But anyway, we're here to talk about books. So I started my roommate, no it's not. I started my Vampire Plus One, I think before like 2025, like at the end of last year, and so many other books took priority. And it's good, it's nothing to write home about. I'm enjoying it, it'll probably be about a 3-star. The vibes are vibing. I am enjoying it, but nothing major. But the second book that I am loving is Betting on You by Lynn Painter. And I've read Better Than the Movies and Nothing Like the Movies, also by Lynn Painter. And the Taylor Swift references that she puts into every single book are chef's kiss. And I'm obsessed. And I think I'm like halfway into this one, or like 45% into it. So I'm really excited to finish this one. I think it's going to be like 4.5 maybe? 4 to 4.5 stars, I'm guessing. I need to read some more because it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm just really enjoying it. So let's see if we can get these finished, hopefully over the weekend. Finished Betting on You by Lynn Painter, and it's safe to say it was a 4.25 stars, and I am an absolute sucker for Charlie. The Betting on You. The title comes back around so many times, and there is one wee bit in it that I can't say because it would be a spoiler, but I don't know how to even give an explanation on this except that she's done it again, 4.5 stars, and great way to start the weekend because I loved it. There's so many bits I loved it. And that's literally all the information I have to add because what else can I say? Also, this here, I don't know if it will focus, but these pyjama bottoms will always be in my memory now. And I'm going to go to bed, read on my Kindle for a bit. I am reading something on there but I can't remember what I'm reading. So maybe I'll give an update on that in the morning. I finished My Roommate is a Vampire this morning, and honestly it was just like, I finished it. Nothing to write home about. I don't know, I just didn't really feel connected to like either character. I'll probably forget what happened within a few days. It wasn't even a 3-star read. I think I'm going to say it was like a 2.5. Like, nothing felt memorable about it. Nothing felt like, oh my god, like this was so funny and they got on so well. And I don't know, it was kind of like a bit fake dating, but I don't know. And I understand that because he's a vampire, it's meant to be like he's set like way back when and he's set in his ways and stuff like that, but I don't know, I just wasn't buying it, to be honest with you. I just felt like, yeah, I don't know how to describe it, I just felt like it was not memorable. It didn't really have me hooked, I just wanted to get it over with. So that's actually really quite sad because I really, really did enjoy the first one. So I'll try our other books, it's just a shame that this one obviously just wasn't for me. So I think the next one I'm going to read is the one I showed you last night that Tandem sent me, which is The Stars Are Dying, because I was like, well, if we're gonna be doing like a buddy read, but to read at our own pace, like even if I just get so far into it just now, then I could maybe start another one and see where I'm going. I've not set like a TBR for January because I was like, do you know what, we'll just like settle into the year and see how we go. I feel like January is always like a really good month for me. Like I never really actually have to like pull myself out of a hole. I feel like after like all the excitement of Christmas and New Year and the fact that I've not really been reading a lot or like as much as like my usual, I feel like I get back into like a rhythm really quickly. So I think I'm gonna go for The Stars Are Dying. Maybe try and get like, I can't remember how many pages this is, so like 20%, 100 pages roughly. See how I'm going, give an update, and then maybe start another one. But if I'm really enjoying it, I'll just keep reading. It's going on like 12:30 now, and I've got a party later that I'll need to get ready for, so let's see how much we can get read, what we'll actually get read before the party starts. Yeah. Update time. Exactly 100 pages into The Stars Are Dying, which is 19% because I logged it on my Storygraph, and Storygraph is elite. We don't do Goodreads on this channel. It's also like I'm sure it's like a female black owned business, which we love to see. And I feel like at first, like the prologue obviously like kind of pertains to the name. I went in so blind, by the way, like I just know that it's a widely loved duology because it was originally indie published, so that's what we're going with here. And I just knew it was fantasy. Like on this channel we go in really blind because it's not for me to not go in blind. Like I need to have the element of surprise, and sometimes do you know what, like I judge a book by its cover and that's okay, we're here for it. Yeah, so officially 100 pages in, and I honestly like, I am enjoying it. It's good. Like a fifth of the way through, and I honestly didn't really know what to say. I'm just kind of like, it's good. I feel like it's a fantasy book, so like I feel like normally the first 50 pages you're like, oh my god, I don't know what's going on, and I feel like right now the first 100 pages in this book you're just kind of like waiting for something to actually like happen to get into the meat of the story. So I feel like that's where we are. Like there's no really anything that I could say. Like we've met our main character who's been like hidden away but they only mentioned it like 8 pages in that she's got this mark, because I feel like I can't, well, like she's got this mark but it was only like brought up so randomly. Like she's kept hidden by the king. I'm sure he's the king, and like yeah, it's just like so hard to say because like it's not the easiest thing to get into, and you're just a bit like, oh, what is actually happening? So it's not the best update to give, but like it's the only update I've got to give. So let's just see, hopefully it picks up, we get some answers and something actually happens, because something big kind of just happened, and I feel like this is going to like lead us on into like the bulk, so it really needs to hurry itself up if we're going to get somewhere. So time for an update, because it's basically been like coming up roughly about like 24 hours, and the update is that I actually didn't get any further in The Stars Are Dying. I watched some football and then I was getting ready to go out to the party last night and took a major gallbladder attack because I have gallstones that I was just diagnosed with like last week, and that meant that I had to go to hospital to find out that my gallbladder is actually infected, which is just like so fun. And when the pain finally settled, I ended up picking up my phone, and I was like, what's like a short book, something that wouldn't be like too like draining, something that I could get into like quite easy. And that happened to be Ricochet by Crystal and Becca Ritchie, which is the second book in the Addicted Calloway series. I'm not really like sure how it all works, but I know the OG book girlies are obsessed. So read that. Well, I finished it when I came home last night. I think I got like 30% or something in while I was at the hospital last night. It was just like a really quick read. I just kept like flipping through. I feel like that happens sometimes, like Kindle books, you just read so much quicker than if it was like a physical. So I finished that last night, solid 4 stars. So like I have read since then, I've just not read any more of The Stars Are Dying. And the plan is now to try and read or finish The Stars Are Dying so that I can go into, because it's Sunday today, so I can go into tomorrow and just have like a reset, like completely fresh, and then maybe like see how much I can read in a week while getting back on track for uni and also recovering from a gallbladder infection. So I feel a bit exhausted today. I slept for, I don't even know how long I slept for, but I slept really late. I just feel quite exhausted, but I feel like I can actually finally concentrate on something. But I know that I need to take it easy over the next few days because every time it happens it takes like a couple of days to like get over it. So the plan is to, well, it's 1 o'clock now and I might watch the football later to like give myself a little break so I don't want to like burn out, and then yeah, try my best to finish this. And I don't know what, I think right now it's probably sitting at like a 3.5 stars, but I feel like I'm only like just starting to understand what's going on, so like I couldn't say for definite like I'm here there. I've just finished The Stars Are Dying and I actually really quite enjoyed it. I wasn't I thought it was going to be longer than it was. Like I wasn't expecting it to finish like so abruptly, but I think it was good. I think the next one comes out this month, like later this month. And the kind of cliffhanger that it ended on as well, I was like, oh, that makes me want to like read on, because like, it just doesn't feel complete, but it's not in a way that I'm also like itching to read the next one, like oh my goodness, like right away. I'd say 3.5, maybe a 3.5 stars for this one. And I'm going to continue the series. It's only going to be a duology as well, I'm positive. I'll check in. I've had a shower. I don't know if you can hear my fan that's going off in my kitchen. I've got to put it on or it's mayhem, all the windows steam up. I've never looked so shiny in all my life, but I started A Photo Finish by Elsie Silver, and let me tell you, I have binged this. I am 177 pages in, so I'm like just like coming close to like the halfway mark, and such an easy read. I'm so shocked at like the way that they met, because they met online and it was anonymous, but now they're in the same vicinity as each other, if that makes sense. Try not to give too much away, but there's like at the beginning of every chapter it like goes back to when they would communicate online. And I don't know, like sometimes for me I hate stuff like that, so right now I feel a bit indifferent, but I'm also kind of intrigued because I know like that's where we're going to get like the reveal of what happened between them and like online and whatever. But I think I will finish this tonight and then that'll be me for the weekend reading. Yeah, so I'll update you probably once I've finished, because I don't think it'll take me long at all, to be honest. So it's the next day. I've finished a photo finish by Elsie Silver, and this is about the Eaton brothers' sister, Violet, and I actually did really enjoy it. It was just a fun, cosy, quick read. A solid 3.25 stars I think I put on my Storygraph. I mean, it's one of like my lesser favourite Elsie Silver books, like I said in the clip from yesterday. Like I'm just not a big fan of like the bit at the beginning of the chapters, because I'm no big on like dual timelines, but besides that I thought it was like really good. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Do all the YouTube stuff and I'll see you in the next one.